Yes? I believe this island smells like death. Stay behind me. Whatever that gnome's been up to, it looks like he's made a few enemies in the process. Just as Hughes thought, Trinio used the same wards from their old lab. This'll be quick. Follow me and be careful. The Laz are coming from somewhere in here.
The energy from the Well of Souls is overwhelming. Damn it! What's wrong? And why are there so many Laz?
Sounds like our rat is caught in a trap. I'm sure he'd be happy to help whoever saves him. Careful, or we'll get trapped up there too. Here's where we part ways. I'll stop the Laz at the stairwell. You get upstairs and retrieve Trinio. Shouldn't be hard to find him. Keep moving up and follow the cowardly shrieking. I'll hold this staircase. Move!
A new source of power? What sort of nonsense is this? If anything had come in here, my detection spells would have... Wait. Who's down there? Show yourself. Damn it all! I don't care who you are. Get up here. The key to stabilizing the well. This is what I get for using all those soldiers. I never should have let them keep their swords. When you get up here, try not to look directly into the well. It can be a little upsetting. Damn it! Hurry! Before the whole well starts to collapse. Took your gods, damn it! Ever since the Balor was defeated, the Chaos magic sent the well off its alignment. You show up, and now the Laz are... Wait. What? It's you. You're alive. But I saw you die. You can't be serious. This is my life's work. Don't you remember what we went through to build this? Why, you even got yourself killed in Alabastra for this. We had more than enough Prismere, but you wanted to track down the power source behind it all, even if it meant sneaking right under Gadflow's nose. I spent days trying to recover your body, but I never expected to find you alive, or for you to return. Speaking of which, how did you return anyway? Not important? Not important? What happened to you? You were so eager to be attuned to this well, and now it's not important? The well is coming down around us, and you don't even care. Ah! I've got to slow the energy and shut this thing down. We'll have time to catch up afterwards. Oh, damn it all! Here they come. Hold them off! The Laz are here. Hold them off while I try to stop the flow of energy to the well. Ignore the rumbling. Focus on the Laz. There. Perfectly safe. I think. All my work gone. Damn it all! But at least we're still alive. Once again, I triumph over death itself. Going back into Alabastra. Well, I still have a way in, but it's more dangerous now than the last time we went. I'll need more prisoner if I'm to rebuild the well. And I suppose I owe you something for saving my life. Perhaps this talisman can help you. It's a little something I salvaged from the debris. It might just help against whatever killed you the first time. We got in with a little help, of course. See, it's all because of Callous Dren, the defender of pride. In his house, no one can stand before him. None can even approach. Unless you have my little secret. Patience, patience. You'll have it soon enough. I'm going to have to dig it out of the rubble of the tower. Go to the field of Huber, and I'll meet you there. And if you value your life, do not approach Dren. Just go to the field of Huber and wait for me. I'll meet you down there once I can find this damned essence. Get going.
I'll keep an eye on the gnome.
Don't go near Dren.
Stay. It's your funeral. Well, I expected. I am Sergeant Odai, twice decorated officer. Goodbye. Castle Ancilla's. If you get a chance to... Castle Ancilla's not far.
I will remain here while you clear the way. Goodbye.
If you need anything, just say the word. Farewell.
Nice to see you.
I am Katrin. Do you require my healing touch in mind, body, or both? Be safe.
Red Legion.
Excellent work. You are clearly much more proficient in the ways of war than most visitors of the Caelid Coast, even the soldiers. It would be my great pleasure. Picture it. 10 years ago, the rising sun, a lingering fog. Somewhere in the forest are screams, the cries of battle. Then, silence. It happened here upon this site. The ambush of Gorn Akri. It is here on this spot where the Bolgan drew first blood, killing Lord Erengastir, his son, and their squires during their morning ride. Let us move on, shall we? And if you don't mind, there are more beasts to attend to ahead. The Bolgan have infested the entire area around Castle Gastir, my old home. Destroy them, and I will relate the tale of the First Lord of Gastir himself. Goodbye.
hunter runs. The hunter runs. Swiftly, swiftly for our lives. A mortal skirt of chain. A mesh of links forged in secret. The hunter runs. The hunter runs. In the chausses of the Fey Hunter.
Like the gilded ghosts of youth, the curving plates of fey-like scrolls decorate the life's guard of this impostor. It says, "I am like you, Fey Spirit," and shimmers with a brilliant gleam. This cuirass of the Fey Hunter. Run!
Did you hear that? Hold on. Someone's coming. Hold on. Hold on. Someone's coming.
By the gods, it was horrible. He killed them all, and nothing could stop him. It was Dren, that freak who guards the House of Pride. He told us to leave, but we thought we could beat him. He's just one Fey, and not even a Tuatha, but nothing hurt him, and he slaughtered us all. The worst thing was, he seemed sorry to kill us. That's what we thought too. But if anyone can do it, it'd be you.
Damn it! I told them not to try anything until we arrived. This wouldn't be related to Aylin and her friend coming down that road, would it? If you or anyone else, I'd try to stop you. As it is, I'll just wish you good luck. This can't end here.
Sometimes one soldier can do what an entire army...
You haven't tried going in there, have you? No, of course you haven't. You're still alive. This took a little longer to find than I had hoped, but it should be exactly what you need. Dren had a twin in the Summer Court, Dith the Defender of Valor. They were both entirely immune to each other's power. She faded when the House of Valor fell, but my early experiments with the Well of Souls provided a quite useful little surprise. You see, when trying to draw life energy from the ether, I captured her essence and bound it into this charm. With this, you will be immune to Dren's power. Now, be fair. Fae don't have souls as mortals do. They are a form of magic with a physical form. And I only got a little of it anyway. Just enough for a certain degree of immunity to Dren's power. It only works for one person, but it'll be enough for you to reach him. Trouble is, he'll be immune to your power as well. But I'm sure you can think of something. With the essence of valor, you can withstand Dren's attacks. Stop being such a child and go face him. Now, go show that defender what a...
Turn back or die. Bold words. The same bold words that your ally spoke, and they lie around us now. I made an oath to protect my house and my homeland. No power short of death can keep me from fulfilling my duties. I sense my sister's essence on you. Did you mean her no harm as well? No matter what tricks you bear, there's no way you can defeat me. My earth stands. My oath stands. Enough. We could fight each other until the mountains wear away, but that will aid nothing. My sister and I were chosen to protect our kind. So long as our houses stood, the Fae would never pass from this world. I in pride, and she in valor. We never imagined that our houses could crumble beneath our feet. Mortals led to the collapse of my sister's house, but with Gadflow's help, they shall not have mine. He may taint pride with his Prismere and his obscene god, but it will keep us eternal. I cannot yield, but if your true intent is to stop Gadflow, then perhaps there is a way my house and my honor could remain pure. If you would promise to spare the House of Pride, then we could put aside our powers and have an honest battle. Win, and your army may pass. I expected treachery from any friend of Sidon the Outcast, and I shall have no lies within my house.
It was a time of change.
You did it! You actually beat him! Guess I owe Ventrinio a drink. A promise is a promise, and the Witch Knights of Pride would be powerful allies to have on our side. I'll send a few soldiers along to help. Meanwhile, I'll get the other troops ready to move into Alabastra once that gate opens. The gate to Alabastra's still closed. and we can't open it without the House of Pride's help. Clean out the Tuatha inside, and we can move on. Get that gate open, and the army will be ready to go.
With you here, we can't lose.
Halt! If you would be so kind as to have a word with us. I have been chosen by the remaining members of our house to speak for all. We were most honored by your intention to free us. Simply carry forth and destroy Witch Knight Myrna, who has so commandeered our house, and her dreadful Prismere Chantry, of course. We are sure you'll have no problem finding her, or defeating her. We eagerly anticipate your success.
Well done, child of dust. You've killed the immortal defender and liberated a house full of arrogant backstabbers. I should thank you for exposing the disloyal amongst my kin. But then, I have so much to thank you for. Your bravado is nothing more than the mewling of an angry kitten. Each Tuatha you kill makes the rest of us stronger. Each one feeds Tirnoch. The goddess of mercy awakens. And with every step you take into my homeland, she comes that much closer to walking our world and purging your kind. So welcome to Alabastra. It shall be the death of you once more.
We have seen our champion bested, our advantage lost, and our minds are cleared. Bravo to you, champion. House of Pride, in our ineffable wisdom, renounces the Tuatha and demands that you accept our immediate surrender. Then call it a mutual agreement. As agreed, we surrender to your army and provide what assistance we can against our former allies. Our mages have already been assisting your army in their march into Alabastra. We trust you do not object. Most excellently spoken. You have the commanding presence of a young Aegon, who once also bore the pleasure of our august company. Allow us to welcome you to Alabastra. We trust your visit will be eventful.
The strength of contempt, fear, and hate courses through the rushing veins to the very fingertips. The instruments of war are readied, light in the grip, and machinations of the gauntlets of the Fey Hunter.
The House of Pride opened its gates and welcomed us as honorary champions. They say it's simple hospitality, but I suspect we have you to thank. Now is the difficult part. We can hold Cluricon, even push a little into Alabastra, but we don't have the forces to mount a siege on Gadflow. Alabastra is a maze of valleys. Gadflow's remaining faithful would spot an army moving together, and the valleys would be the death of us. But where an army would fail, the 5 of us can triumph. If we split up, we can travel faster and catch them unaware. We will at the House of Vengeance, on Gadflow's doorstep. From there, we strike at Bale, the heart of his empire. More than you'd think. But I promise I'll explain it all to you. Maybe once Gadflow's dead. I'll see you in Alabastra.
Hope you've got better luck this time.
Praise Lyria! I thought you'd never arrive. Welcome to Camp Moondown. Are you with Captain Ancilla's company? We need soldiers, not heroes. Without help, we won't last long on this ridge. Still, any help is something. Will you lend a hand? Thank you. Without you, we could not... No! That's a Tuatha now! Come! Goodbye. It's time to fight!
Hello, mortal. I am the Knave of Pride. Wait a moment. The hero of Melson Shear, here to offer your services. You have impeccable timing. I have some Bulgans that need to be disposed of. They're everywhere. Big red faces. The stuff of nightmares. The Bulgan masters use them as foot soldiers when they can. They compelled the Bulgan to fight. If you're in the mood, locate these Bulgan masters. Shouldn't be too difficult for the hero of Melson Shear. Well, get to work then, hero. And come see me once you've thwarted the threat. Not sure, but they're about. Always seem to turn up whenever we're desperately clinging to life. It's a lovely arrangement. Goodbye.
Should give you a taste of what we've been up against. Thank you for your help. The tales that I don't know. Tuatha took our healer. The weaponsmith ran off. The mercenaries deserted us when the gold ran out. They're camped on the land bridge to the south, but they're not going anywhere while the Tuatha hold Shadow Pass. If you rescue Colm, our injured could fight again, and we might stand a chance. Raiders seized him 2 nights ago. It was dark, but I'm certain I saw them head to Glasspillar Caves. Somewhere in the depths of Glasspillar Caves, a cavern to the east, off the Cluricon Road. Goodbye.
Agarth wanted me to keep an eye on Lady Shear, but you and I need to have a talk first. I've been reviewing my notes of our last trip to Alabastra, and I've come to some startling conclusions about your death and Tirnoch. I don't know exactly, but it must have been a tremendously powerful source of magic. So powerful that the Well of Souls couldn't help but pick up on it. You were attuned to the well in my lab, but Hugh's well captured your essence. The power in Bale seems to have been the missing element. What's more, I think that power is the source of the Prismere crystals. Something intelligent and malignant. The creature the Tuatha called Tirnoch. Something incredibly powerful. I don't know if we even have a name for what she is, because no one's lived to name it. She's not a god. She's something much, much worse. And judging by the growth of this Prismere, she's very close to coming into our world for good. Whatever Gadflow's been doing, it's all in order to bring her here. So you've got to stop him before it's too late. With tremendous difficulty. Even so, there weren't as many Tuatha here, and we used magic to keep us hidden. Magic which you provided, in fact. You never did explain where you got those fascinating little artifacts.
By Lyria, it was you who stood against Baelor when Telera fell. Fortune favors me today. I am commander of the Ariad. Do you bring word of my reinforcements? The ash covering the ground ahead is all that remains of my men. All fallen in our assault on that pass. The Tuatha have built a gauntlet of spell-casting sentries who greeted our every advance with fire. It's just, these Tuatha wage war like none I've known. Magical fires burning my men to a cinder with a word. But if you're brave enough to challenge them, we may have a chance. They're using the terrain against us, flanking the paths from above with sorcerers. If you can neutralize these sentries, I will charge the approach myself. Together we might be able to break their lines. The pass ahead is defended by a sorcerer on the overlook. See if you can find a path to his position and attack him from behind. If you can do this, I'll bring steel to the Tuatha line. Until later, then.
With horror's screams and ghostly face, we leave blood in a graven place. The forest black and nighttime sky, the blood that pours forth from your eye. A feast for maggots, craven all, that eat the dying when they fall. Instead of vibrant fighting flesh that fights the Barghest and the Thresh, that knows the plight of Seelie Fae, you who walk the Niralim's way, and reckon fates of mortal dust, and keep an oath or break a trust. We hunger for your corpse once more, to hear your cries in anguished roar.
You must hurry. There is much to do. Gask and his forces are preparing to march. They know about the caves and will not cease until every last one of us has been slain. And there are the survivors of Eventide to consider. I have not heard a whisper from across the pass. And Esha, she plots a fool's errand. We must stop her. Much to do. Forgive me. Ever since the Tuatha came, omens of our destruction besiege me. My every notion is of escape and salvation. When he refused to worship Gadflow's god of smoke and ash, he thought first to kill us, but then chose a far grimmer fate. He made us his example. He sent Gask. First, Gask's priests destroyed the clans. Then he burned the bodies of the fallen and breathed in their essence, mocking the dead and the great cycle itself. One day, that is all Gask needed to unravel many seasons of the telling, to make the earth shudder and the sky weep. Now he sits above us, watching. Wonderful! Your attack will give us time to organize an escape. Do not underestimate Gask. He is among Gadflow's best for a reason. His camp of Casimir is to the north, but you must defeat his witch knights along with the Fae himself. I have faith in you. He lords over Twilight Pass from the plateau above, rarely seen, his minions executing his bloody work. Both he and they prefer it thus. The enemy is out there. They will move on us at any time. Be careful.
Agarth will not be far behind you. Neither of us saw any sign of Aelin Shear or Ventrino. A scout on the ridge above saw the two Arthur mounting for a counterattack. You should hear what he has to say before we move on. If you'd rather not wait, talk with Agarth. Time is of the essence. Agarth, if he tells you he's ready, then my people are as well. Of course, if you wish to proceed with caution, the scout on the ridge will know what we're up against. Careful. Works for me.
There you are. Good to see you here. Ready? I am. But there hasn't been any sign of Aelin Shear or Ventrino. Damn it all, I knew we couldn't trust her. I sent Ventrino to keep an eye on her. He was sending me messages until recently. But there were fewer and fewer as we've gotten closer to Bale. We need to get through the House of Vengeance and kill the Cur. And we'll have to do it without them. We'll go as far as we can. Whatever is happening in Bale needs to be stopped as quickly as possible. Listen, you're more powerful than I ever was. If anyone can stop this, it's you. When you kill the Cur, you go into Bale and stop Gadflow. If we get separated, I'll keep fighting to keep an escape route open for you. Now go! Stay on guard. Looks like this is it. Onwards! We're nearly there. Hey. Stay on guard.
My deepest apologies for not being able to join the battle. Ventrinio was something of a hassle. He attacked me. It was only a matter of time before his greed got the better of him. The closer we got to Baal, the more obsessed he became with Tirnoch, and with harnessing Tirnoch's power, just like Gadflow did. That's why he had to be stopped, and why we need to talk about our mission. I wasn't sure I could trust you. You're not the same person you used to be. We're running out of time. I'll explain as we go. Lead on. I'm right behind you. Fighting at your side, just like the old days, before you died. For centuries. We keep the world from being consumed by greed, by war, and by Tirnoch. The ancient beast must stay sealed away at any cost. The world must never realize the terrible power Tirnoch offers. When Gadflow's army arose, we recognized Tirnoch's tainted influence. Only a force like her could warp eternal creatures like the Fae. So you came to
The winter court was still as fallen snow as the jester danced and capered. Juggling knives and torches, he sang to his lords and ladies, but none smiled. Not an eyebrow raised as the sniveling jester imitated the king, not even when he took the crown from his head. Because this was the day that Gadflow murdered the winter court. This was the day the Tuatha were born, and our people became a sacrifice for Tirnoch.
You had to try, even though the Fate Weavers said you were doomed. As always, the Fate Weavers were right. When I found you in Dallonpath, when I saw you had come back to life, I wasn't sure how much you remembered. I couldn't be certain you would keep our secrets. I considered killing you then and there. Nothing personal. You would have done the same to me. But then I saw what you had become. I saw the new powers you wielded. And I saw how useful you could be. When I saw you could change fate, I knew you were our only choice. So I hoped you continue your mission to stop Tirnoch, even if you had forgotten it. But over time, I realized you weren't the same man you were when you died. You were more. You were better than the heartless commander I had known. Last time you came here, you were destined to die. This time, your destiny is up to you. This must have been a lot for you to take in at once, but I need you to be clear on who you are and what you need to do. A lot has changed since you were here last. It isn't going to be as easy this time, and last time it killed you. If you only think you're ready, then you're not the same cocky bastard that I used to work with. Just make sure you do the job right this time. You can't count on having a third life. And it'd be a shame to lose the man you've become. Ha! I have more important things to do than love. And so do you. But I do trust you with the fate of my world. It may not set your heart aflutter to hear it, but it'll have to do. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
You don't understand, do you? Yes! Return to your grave! Lend me your power! Lend me your power!
An illusion. Something's not right. If Gadflow isn't here, then he must be hiding further underground, someplace closer to the source of the Prismere. Definitely. The war's not over yet. Whatever bargain Gadflow made with Tirnoch, it's about to pay off. When that happens, the world will not be spared her wrath. She's imprisoned deep in the Amathen, but Gadflow's war has weakened her bonds. There's no time to spare. If she gets free, our world is lost. Let's go. Tirnoch is held captive deep in the Amathen, but her prison is weakening by the moment.
I feel you here again, full of life, full of fate. What have you brought for me?
I can feel Tirnoch's eyes upon us.
You've used your power well. So much potential. Let's have a taste, shall we?
She just tore out a punch. We're close. Let's go.
Imprisoned here since before your kind emerged from the dark. But now, my freedom draws near.
No more delays. We cannot let Gadflow free Tirnoch.
Gadflow's prayers weakened this prison, but he is not the one who will set me free.
Don't listen. You're the only one who has the power to stop her.
When you first came to me, death was your only fate, but I knew others. And you were so eager to play your role.
Who's this? What does she mean by that?
I gave you freedom, and now you have returned to grant me mine.
Only you have the power to reseal Tirnoch inside the Amathin. I must keep the secret of her existence from the world. Once Tirnoch is pushed back into her prison, these caverns must be sealed. But that leaves one question. Can I trust you to keep Tirnoch secret? That is excellent. After all that you've done, it would have been a shame for you to die a second time. If you do escape, I will be watching you. And know this, anyone who learns the truth of what happens here, I will silence myself. Go. Stop Tirnoch from fully entering this world. But remember, my blades will always be at your back. Nothing in the world is fated to stop Tirnoch. That's why you're the only one who has a chance. I'm just here to make sure you take it. This way. There's no turning back now.
Come, Fate Weaver. Bring me your power. Sacrifice yourself and seal the fate of your world.
It's time to choose your fate. Amathin lies beyond. This is where the dragon will breach the veil.
Come forward, mortals. Behold the birth of Tirnoch. Attend your final hour.
My fate does not lie beyond those doors. You alone may change what is to come. Go!
Ah, yes. Welcome back, mortal. How does it feel, I wonder, to return to this place? Does the pain of your death still linger? Can you feel it echo through the air? And now, in this place, you shall witness the birth of Tirnoch, the destruction of the Alpha, and the dawn of the endless winter. Comes Tirnoch the powerful, Tirnoch the merciful. Qualla fella Tirnoch, qualla sera Tirnoch. Tirnoch? Have I done well, lady? Are you pleased? Is it that
You have served your purpose.
But I have so much more to give.
Come closer. Give yourself to me. poison. Yes! Struggle, fight, and die, just as you did before. Nothing but dust. Why won't you die? Impossible!
How could we have known that this would be a new beginning? I wonder now if we should have foreseen this outcome, but who knew then what fate would bring? I would have liked to have delivered this message in person, to see you one final time. That, however, would have been complicated. The order to which I belong had other plans. Were you ever to leave the crystalline fortress? When it comes to you, though, it seems no fate is written in stone. It was only through my assurances that your silence could be counted upon that either one of us still draws breath. I trust you will not make of me a liar. Were stories of what we have seen to begin to surface in the inns and taverns of Amalur, I would be asked to seek you out. And as we both know, the next time you die, there will be no return. But let us not speak of this. Your life is your own. Go now, and see what fate may bring you, or what fate you may bring. Perhaps one day in happier times, you and I will meet again. Until that day, I remain yours, Aelin Shear.
Well, well, awake at last. You gave us quite a scare. But you're here and the war's all but over. So who are we to complain? Never had any doubt at all. Sidon and I were waiting for you when the ground started rumbling and the Tuatha all started screaming. And all I could think was, Gadflow just met his match. Sure enough, half of those red-eyed bastards gave up then and there. Wasn't much longer before Aelin Shear showed up carrying you over her shoulder. Told me to watch over you, make sure you were okay. She left some kind of note for you, but I know better than to read a private message from the likes of her. There are still Tuatha who refuse to surrender, but yes, the war is ended. You should have seen the parade in Rathir. As for what's next, well, that's a tough question. See, a lot of the soldiers asked me for readings after the fighting ended, and try as I might, I can't see a fate for any of us. Good? Perhaps. Freedom is a blessing, and a curse. If fate truly no longer holds sway over us, only time will tell if it is for good or ill. But regardless of what happens, Amalur and its people remain because of you. And no matter where your path leads, never forget, a person is defined by his actions. Who you are is up to you, and you alone. Go, my friend. Enjoy this world and all of its splendors. You've earned it.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, and what would you have done? Stand aside!
The Wyvern gifts are a disgrace.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
It's 5 gold over market.